Elden Ring is one of the biggest games in the world of video games right now, but somehow it is yet to arrive on Google's cloud gaming platform Stadia. So let's talk about it.
Are you listening?
Hey, welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and right now, there is little doubt that Elden Ring is the most popular game in the video game industry, with the developer From Software revealing that the game has already sold 12 million copies worldwide, which means that since the game launched back in late February, Elden Ring has sold over 700,000 copies every day. And for the most part, Elden Ring is available everywhere, with the game being available on PlayStation, Xbox, and on PC. However, a glaring omission from that list would of course be Google's cloud gaming platform, Stadia. Especially since Stadia is already home to From Software's breakout hit Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. So the question many Stadia players are asking right now is, why isn't Elden Ring available on Stadia? And there are probably a couple reasons for that. Stadia itself is a fairly new platform. Not in the sense of the PlayStation 5 new platform feel, but in the sense that Stadia never existed before this current generation of gaming. And oftentimes, newer ecosystems like Stadia lend itself to a smaller player base, something that may be less attractive to developers trying to launch their game in front of as many players as possible. In fact, if I remember correctly, Sekiro, the game, originally launched like in spring of 2019, and then the game arrived on Stadia in the fall of 2020. So in the case of Elden Ring, there is still hope for Stadia players, but players expecting to see it right now, well, you might need to temper your expectations. Because while Sekiro did eventually arrive on Stadia, it's important to remember that that was a different era in the overall history of Google Stadia. I mean, back in 2020, Google was still paying developers in order to encourage them to bring their games to the cloud gaming platform. In fact, Google reportedly paid companies like Ubisoft, Bethesda, and Rockstar tens of millions of dollars. And we even saw a deal between Capcom and Stadia leak that resulted in Google paying $10 million for Resident Evil 7 and 8 to be ported to Stadia. And unfortunately, following the closure of Stadia Games and Entertainment, Stadia made it very clear that the days of spending millions of dollars to port AAA titles to Stadia are behind them, potentially further extending the time that it will take gamers to see a game like Elden Ring on Stadia. And with Google no longer spending millions of dollars to bring games to the platform, the Stadia community has taken action into their own hands, as they have banded together to try to encourage From Software to port the game to the platform. Right now, if you go to change.org, there is a petition started by the Stadia community that is asking From Software to bring Elden Ring to Stadia. And as of the time of filming this, the petition currently has 300 signatures. Now, 300 signatures is comparable to like one full Boeing 757 airplane, so it will likely not result in the game arriving next week, but petitions like this will help the developer when determining where to bring the game next. So, if you want to see Elden Ring on Stadia, I highly recommend that you sign this petition and share the petition with all of your friends on Stadia. Also, if you want a developer to bring their game to Stadia, go buy and play the games that they've already ported. In the case of Elden Ring, if From Software sees an active sales stream and player base for Sekiro on Stadia, it will encourage them that the platform is viable. If you want to see GTA 5, GTA Online, or GTA 6 on Stadia, go buy and play Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, oftentimes we as gamers like to throw around the phrase of, I'm gonna vote with my wallet, and we fail to see how that goes both ways. Support the developers on the platform you like, even if it's not the game you want to play. And Google, it also goes both ways for you, so maybe, just open up that wallet again and toss some money towards developers like From Software, please. But maybe I'm off base here. What do you all think? Have you played Elden Ring already? Have you signed the petition? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.